Hello students, I am going to explain standard 8 chemistry elements, compounds and mixtures. But it is part 2, that is mixtures. What is mixtures? Mixtures can be defined as a kind of matter which is formed by mixing two or more pure substance in any proportions. They do not undergo any chemical change. Some common examples in our daily life: tap water, honey, ice cream, air, milk. These are the examples. Then characteristics of mixtures. Mixture consists of two or more pure substances that exist together without any chemical combination. Mixture may be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Mixtures do not have fixed melting and boiling points. They depend on the proportions of the components. Then if you add more salts in water, then boiling point of that salts, if more salts, is more than the normals. So depend upon your mixture of salt and water. Usually no energy change takes place during the formation of mixtures. It is a physical change. Mixtures cannot be represented by any chemical change. Then homogeneous, another is heterogeneous. Homogeneous means throughout the bulk, if you cannot see the solute particles. Example, salt solution, sugar solution, tap water, milk. These are the homogeneous. Heterogeneous, if you can see by your naked eye the solute particles, then it is heterogeneous. Soil, mud and water, chalk dust and water. These are the examples of heterogeneous. Then how can we separate the mixtures? By solid mixtures. So there are solid mixtures, another is solid gas and liquid. So these are the separations. First one is solid mixtures. One is hand picking, or that is known as mechanical removal. Hand picking, if tiny stones are mixed with chaffs or any rice, you can separate by your eye. You can see the color of the tiny stones or unwanted things. You can separate by hand picking. Then magnetic separation. If in the mixture one magnetic substance as iron or cobalt or nickel is present, then other substances are there, then you can separate it by magnet. Then gravitational. One example, sand and sawdust. In gravitational means in both the solute particles, if one is more density than other, then that more density part is settled down. So by gravitation you can separate. Example, sand and sawdust. Then sublimation. So sublimation means which can directly changes solid to gas. Sublimating substance, example is naphthalene, camphor, iodine, ammonium chloride. If any one is present with other substance, then if you burn it, then that sublimating substance can be vaporized, then other remain behind. That is known as sublimation. Sand and iodine can be separated. Then solvent extraction. In solvent extraction, one solute is dissolved or soluble more compared to other solute. In sodium chloride and calcium carbonate, both are your salts, but sodium chloride is soluble more in water than calcium carbonate. So by this method you can separate the sodium chloride and calcium carbonate by solvent extraction process. Then fractional crystallization process. Same type, if two salts, one is sodium chloride, another is potassium nitrate. But sodium chloride in hot solution mixture, when cooled, the potassium nitrate crystallized first, leaving behind sodium chloride. The solution left behind is boiled again and cooled to separate more potassium nitrate. This process is known as fractional distillation. This method is used when the solubility of a solid components of a mixture is different in the same solvent. You can use the table 3.4 and 3.5. See, homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures, the table. Another is differentiate between mixtures on the basis of their physical properties. Then table 3.6, see some substances and their solvents. Sulfur is soluble by carbon disulfides like this. Then separation of solid liquid mixtures. Such mixtures can be homogeneous or heterogeneous. So different methods you can separate this solid and liquid. One is sedimentation and decantation. The settling down of suspended insoluble heavy solid particles in a solid liquid mixture when left undisturbed is called sedimentation. The solid which settles at the bottom is called sediment, while the clear liquid above it is called supernatant liquid. The process of pouring out the clear liquid without disturbing the sediment is called decantation. So one example, sand and water or muddy water can be separated by this method, though it is heterogeneous. So your sand is heavier than your water, so sand particles or muddy particles settle down, then water particles is up. Examples, a mixture of sand and water. Then filtration. In filtration there is used cotton cloth or filter paper, chalk and water. Water is heavier than chalk, so chalk is separated by filter way. Then evaporation. Evaporation means liquid is evaporated by exposing it to air or dry air or by heating. Salt from sea water or salt and water you can evaporate, salt remain behind, that is residue, water evaporates. Then crystallizations. So pure sugar can be crystallized by this method. What is crystallization? It is a process in which a solution containing more solute than it can hold at room temperature is heated in order to evaporate the solvent. When very little solvent is left, the solution is cooled down and the solute starts separating out from the solution in the form of crystals. You have to add the salt and water, but when you add more salt or sugar in that water, then that is known as your extra solute. That extra solute can be separated by some water when we expose to high pressure or you have to cool it. That is, your pure sugar can be crystallization by this method. So crystals are solid particles with a definite shape and size. They are lustrous too. Sugar crystals are cubical and they shine. Then distillation. Distilled water can be produced by this method. Distillation is the process of converting a liquid into vapor by heating and the subsequent condensation or gas of the vapor back into the liquid. You have to heat, then by the condensing pipe, that gas again by cooling changes to liquid, that is known as pure liquid or distilled water. See figure 3.8 distillation. So when it get condensed into pure liquid again, which is called a distillate, then a mixture containing dissolved salt is purified by this method. The pure water so obtained is called distilled water. Then centrifugation. Cream is separated from milk by centrifugation process. The mixture is placed in the centrifuge tube and rotated at a high speed, due to which the heavier solid particles whose density is high move towards the bottom and the light particles move towards the lower part. This results the separation of substance of different substance. So example, cream is separated by this method. Then in washing machine also this principle is used to squeeze out water from wet clothes. Okay, thank you.